Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly winery update. I'm your host, Amanda, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. We have a lot in store tonight, and I'm back being live again. So, if you tuned in last week, you might have seen I had to do some little tricks with technology. So, I promise you, I am full on live again. If you don't believe me, ask me a question in the comments section, anything, and I will answer it live here. And I just realized after going live that I don't have a drink. My adorable Timberhill coaster has no drink on it. Oh my goodness. I was so excited to get started and go live again that I forgot to pour myself a glass of wine. So definitely when we cut to Allie's drink, we'll have to fix that situation. But if you guys are drinking something fun, let me know in the comments section what you are sipping on. Jessica says hi. Hey, Jessica. So if you guys are sipping on something good, let me know what you're drinking tonight. Currently, I have an empty coaster. Don't even have an empty glass. So I think this might be a first too. Last week I was my first time like pre-recording, and now this week I don't have a drink in my hand. I don't know if this is, we're not starting off on a good note here, but I'll get it fixed. Alex is here, Alexis rather. All right, we have a lot going on. So I want to jump into some of the stuff that we have going on this week, and then we can kind of break down. Again, let me know if you have questions because we've got a busy week this week. We're going to be checking in, of course, with Allie on the Poor Decisions cocktails. We've got another grape to glass update because in case you missed it, harvest started yesterday already. And then we're going to be checking in with Sherry too because she's got all kinds of good stuff to fill you in on what's happening at the winery in production. So first off, I'm going to talk quick about what we have going on this week because we've got a couple of events, and by a couple, I mean like 6 different events happening this week. So starting out tomorrow, Jonna Kay is going to be coming and doing readings again. She's going to be at the winery from 3 to 7, and the earlier you can come, the better. So she's not doing reservations, and her spots fill up pretty quick. So if you are interested in coming tomorrow, she'll be coming and doing readings from 3 to 7. And the readings are about 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I have not had the chance to do a reading because every time she comes, everybody else gets their reading, but I've heard nothing but good things. She does an amazing job. One of these days, I'm going to schedule her to just come and do readings for all of us. So we've got Jonna Kay coming on Thursday, tomorrow, August 26th from 3 to 7. Then on Friday night, our friends from the Battle Cap Project are going to be coming and calling Wino Bingo. So that's going to be happening Friday at 6 p.m. The Battle Cap Project is a special nonprofit organization where Kurt, the founder, he makes hats for people who are battling cancer, and they ship these. They add to the hat, they add like different essentials for people who are going through chemotherapy and other cancer treatments, and make a care kit for them. And I think they even throw in some like chocolates and other goodies. And so Battle Cap Project, they're raising money to help ship out these kits too. So Kurt makes all of the caps himself, is my understanding. And then just the shipping alone, to ship a kit like that, I would say it's probably in like the $10 ballpark range. So they're trying to raise funds to help with the shipping costs and the supply costs then of all the goodies that they like to include in those kits. So if you are able to come out for Wino Bingo, we would love to see you on Friday night at 6 p.m. If you'd like to learn more about the Battle Cap project, come on out and talk to them, or go ahead and check out their website and more information from them. And they'll be coming to the winery Friday. And Jody, who used to be one of our team members and now likes to hang out on the other side of the bar, she is going to be calling Wino Bingo. So if you miss seeing Jody's beautiful face, you can come and see her as well on Friday night at 6 p.m. So that's what's going on Thursday and Friday. Saturday, we've got a pretty full day, starting out with 11 a.m. myofascial demos. Our friends from Revive Myofascial Release are going to be stopping in, and they'll be doing, I want to say, like 10-minute demonstrations. And it doesn't matter how long they do it, no matter what, it's not going to be enough because it's so good what they do. But the myofascial demos, they'll be going from 11 till about 12:30. These demonstrations are free, and they also have like a Try It Tuesday. So if you can't make it out Saturday morning, check out their Try It Tuesday deal and go to their website or Facebook page. I love the myofascial release. It's very therapeutic. And now that harvest has started, I cannot wait to go back and get my harvest arms and back and everything sorted out. And then we will, of course, have mimosas, and the drinks and slushy machine will be pouring. So come on out on Saturday to check it out and see. I just read Jessica's comment. I think it's worth to pause to get a beverage. There is like a little like countdown clock thing on here that I could put on and then do the countdown. But I think it only goes like 30 seconds, and it's going to be cutting it close for getting the drink poured in time. Okay, so Saturday, we've got one other thing though. On Saturday from 4 to 6, Charlie Ann will be playing. So this is a duo. They play like folk pop music. Last I knew they were engaged. They might be married, but I can't remember when the big day is, but they are an adorable couple. They are very, very talented. So if you haven't heard Charlie Ann, I highly recommend coming out on Saturday. Just stay the whole day. It's like a day at the spa almost. You can get the myofascial release in, then listen to the live music. It's going to be a wonderful day. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have some good weather. Looks like we might have a little bit more rain maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We need to add in like a weekend weather update segment on here so I can get updated, even though I've got like a phone very close to me and could look at it. But the weather will hopefully participate with what we want it to do. And Saturday we'll have music outside, fingers crossed. And then on Sunday, everybody's favorite Gary is going to be coming out. Gary, the band, the duo, will be playing Sunday 2 to 4. Now, these guys, talk about another amazing duo. There used to be 3 of them that came out, and so they lost one of the Garys, but they didn't lose anything else as far as like talent and everything. Brian and Marcus, who are going to be coming and playing on Sunday, they are just like such good guys too. Like they're just so friendly and talented, and it's always so much fun when they come out. I know multiple times, like the crowd like gets up and gets dancing, and like they're awesome. So if you've been living under a rock and you have not seen Gary the band yet, now is your chance on Sunday from 2 to 4. And while you are coming out, we are also doing another barbecue on Sunday from noon to 4. So this is like, I think this is the best pairing. Wine, of course, and then barbecue and Gary the Band. Every time this year Gary the Band has come out, we have pulled out our barbecue, and it's been a really big hit. And so we're going to be having pulled pork and pulled chicken sandwiches on a pretzel bun with coleslaw and chips and dip, and a little Kit Kat for dessert. So that is going to be $8 a person. And you can get those tickets right now if you want. Otherwise, the tickets, like, they should be available on Sunday. So if you don't know if you're for sure coming, we should have plenty still on Sunday. But if you know that you're for sure coming, go ahead and get those tickets now. But walk-ins will be accepted. And it is the barbecue at, like, usually the pork is more popular, but the chicken is really good. I think I talked up the chicken a lot last time too, and I think we did end up selling more chicken. Either way, you really can't go wrong. Maybe, bring a friend, bring your partner, each of you get chicken or pork and share too. I will say, fun tip, last time I put some of that coleslaw on top of my chicken sandwich, and I recommend that as well. So if you are a big fan, the coleslaw is like really good coleslaw too. It's like got sweet peppers in it. So you're just going to have to come and see it because it is delicious. And Jessica says she loves Gary the Band, but Laura has been living under a rock and hasn't seen Gary the Band yet. Well, Laura, we better see you on Sunday because trust me, you are going to want to see these guys. I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming, hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to be coming back in September, but this might be the last time that they're coming for this year. And don't worry, we will definitely get them on the schedule for next year, but we'd like to have these guys outside since they typically bring a fun crowd. So side note on that too, for Gary the Band, don't be afraid to throw a picnic blanket and or bag chairs in your car, because this would not be the first or last time where we have run out of seating for a Gary Band show. So it never hurts to come prepared and have either chairs or a blanket in your car in case we run out of our seating. We have added a few more picnic tables this summer, so it hasn't been as big of an issue, but those fill up quickly, especially when these guys are playing. So heads up on that. Okay, that's, I think, it. I will say too, the Milton Library is doing their food truck rally on Sunday, so it's just going to be a great day to be in Milton. And that's what we've got going on this week. I think it's time to check in with our good friend Allie and see what she's got pouring, and then I can go pour something myself. So let's see what Allie's got.
To Pour Decisions with Allie. Today we've got our Sunday Fun Day out to make an Aperol Spritz. Alright, so this one we're using the Aperitivo Rosado again, which is orange and hibiscus liqueur. So starting off with that, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, yum! Glug glug, just kidding. I would not recommend drinking this out of the bottle because I think it's more of like a syrupy thing than alcohol. All right, so we're gonna do a couple, oh my God, a fly, ew. Anyway, what did I do? About 2 ounces, 2 ounces of that. We are just gonna top it with Sunday Fun Day. And the rest of this bottle is about 5 ounces. Oh, I don't know why I did that. You know what? I feel like they're usually a little darker than this, so I'm gonna add in, there, that's good. So then that was probably like 3 ounces of this aperitivo risotto, and then ice. And then all the recipes I found say they top it off with a little bit of club soda, I guess just to make it a little extra bubbly. This smells so good. All of the websites I was looking on was like, let's compare the mimosa to the Aperol Spritz. And to me, there's nothing better on a little Sunday morning than a mimosa. And you know what I recently started to do, which I don't even know if this would be called a mimosa anymore. I started mixing our fruit wines with our Sunday Funday to make just like a wine mimosa, no juice. Why would I need that? I've done strawberry. Oh, that one's good. Watermelon, that one was so good. Oh, I did a black diamond one. That one was really good too. And you know, I just love bubbles in my drinks, so whatever. I've been holding this in my hand for about 5 minutes, so let's finally try it. Cheers. That's good. I like this a lot. I've had one. Have I only had one in my life before? I think I've only had one before. Nothing compares to a mimosa. That's my opinion. If you have a different one, hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to make a drink, so don't look at me. But my friend Julia, shout out Julia, loves Aperol Spritzes. If we go to a restaurant, that's what she's ordering. And now I understand why, but I just love a mimosa. This is really good though. These flavors are also something, hibiscus and orange blossom, something you don't see very often, especially together, I feel like. It's really good and refreshing and can be enjoyed on a nice patio on a Sunday. I'm really just talking at this point, not even making sense. So here's an Aperol Spritz. I hope you enjoy. Cheers.
Oh man. Again, I need like a little like reaction screen like down here that shows like when Allie does something crazy like that fly again. Just like I know all of you are probably reacting the same way. She just cracks me up. I'm sure she cracks you up too. That Allie. She is not a fan of bugs and not a fan of birds either. Very, she just doesn't like things that fly. So, and she's going to have a fun time here because it is harvest season and sometimes the stuff that flies is definitely attracted by the good old grapes. So I will say this week she helped out on yesterday, when we got in the grapes, and she took some nice photos and videos. So we've got a wonderful video to show you along with our check-in with Sherry on Tank Talk. But I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened last week. So speaking of Poor Decisions, we did our soft launch of our Poor Decisions cocktail mixers. And that was at the Nights On Festival event in downtown Janesville. And unfortunately, we weren't able to sell wine at the event. There are state laws that prohibit nonprofits from getting more than 2 wine licenses a year. And we're kind of like sick of that. So we might be like doing a little bit of activism here and talking to some lawmakers, and we might even start a petition. So stay tuned on that. Because honestly, if we had $1 for every person who wanted a glass of wine on Thursday night, my newly poured drink here would be some like Cristal or Dom Perignon, like very expensive champagne, because I know everyone enjoyed the mocktails, but they definitely wanted wine. And unfortunately, it was completely out of our control and the organizers' control too. So the event was amazing. The people that were hosting it did a fantastic job. So we are hoping to come back and keep doing the mocktail thing and help promote our cocktail mixers and just like the winery in general. We did some charcuterie cones too, which they looked amazing. We worked really hard and put together all these beautiful charcuterie cones. I will say they didn't like go quite as crazy as we had hoped. So that might be something that we do in the future for like a pre-purchase, pre-order kind of thing. And or for special parties too. If you're looking to host a party at the winery, the charcuterie cones would be a really fun addition to a party. So we had that on Thursday. And then some of you might know we had that comedy night that was supposed to be on Saturday night. And unfortunately, some of the comedians tested positive for COVID. And so we were, of course, not going to have them out to the winery. And so we had to reschedule the event. So we are working with the company that sold the tickets and coordinated the comedians and everything to reschedule that for another date. And so if you had tickets for Saturday night and you want to hang on to them for the reschedule, then just hang on to them. Otherwise, if you are really unsure if you'll be able to make it for a different day, then contact them and they will definitely give you a refund. And so that was obviously a bummer. It's like the opposite of like a fun comedy night when it got canceled, and kind of got canceled last minute too. So again, like we apologize, but unfortunately it was really out of our control. It was all up to them. And then, we were kind of informed like the second that we informed you guys. Some of you may have even known before we did because they sent out the email. So heads up on that. We are really hoping to reschedule with them. And otherwise, if you are unsure if you'll be able to make it, then you can go ahead and request a refund from them since they are the ones who sold the tickets. If you weren't able to make it Saturday, but you were thinking, oh man, that comedy event sounded like a lot of fun, then stay tuned because we may have some more tickets available when we get the new date. All right, so that was kind of last week. It was just a fun week, but that event on Thursday was a lot. I do want to talk about, since I just finished it yesterday, The Lost Apothecary. That's our book club book. We're meeting next Thursday, September 2nd at 6 p.m. And this is a really good one. Like I honestly thought about today. I was like, gosh, I'm going to it's by Sarah Penner. And so I'm like, I'm going to look up and see. This is the first book I've read by her. So I want to see what other books she has. I feel like there could even be like a sequel to this, but maybe not. I don't know. It was a very fast read, very interesting, especially I'm kind of like already in the Halloween spirit, strangely enough. Like I'm like really getting into fall mode here, probably a little premature, but it's okay. And this book did not help because it was like the apothecary kind of talked about potions and tinctures, and it takes place in London in present day and the late 1790s. So it bounces back and forth between the centuries, and it's so good. There's like 3 different point of views. I highly recommend it. If you can't join us next Thursday, still read this book anyways, because it is a good one. So that's next Thursday. Then Friday, we're continuing on with the decades trivia, only we're getting real crazy. We're doing 2020 trivia. So just the year 2020, because let's be honest, last year was a crazy year. So the trivia for September 3rd is going to be 2020, like just all last year, because it was a year for the ages, I would say. So I'm kind of excited. Obviously, like this is going to be fresh in a lot of people's minds, But at the same time, some of us may have just like had our head buried under a pillow and just like not wanting to know everything that was going on. So it's going to be interesting. 2020 trivia next Friday. We've got that going on. Ooh, Jessica says it's pumpkin spice latte season. Not too early for Halloween and fall stuff. That's true. I mean, we've got like the pumpkin stuff is out already. So it's all right to be feeling it. Summer people that can calm down. It's okay. It's this transition time. Okay, next weekend it's Labor Day weekend. We're gonna have Brooke Nunn rocking the patio next Sunday from 2 to 4. And then the weekend after that, we have Chili Mania. Oh my goodness. It's going to be crazy. If you guys haven't been to Chili Mania and you want to come check it out, and by checking it out, stand behind our bar and serve up some wine, please let us know. We are definitely looking for volunteers, and you can really work kind of whatever shift you want within the time frame that Chili Mania is happening, because we're going to be in the VIP tent and we're going to be having the blinds there. And really, this is going to be like the blinds, like first big hoorah. So get ready. It's at the shop, we'll say right now, getting some final touches and changes done to it here. So if you did catch it on Thursday at the Nights On Festival, you might not recognize it when we bring it out to Chili Mania. And I'll try to go visit the blind at the shop and get some photos and give you guys an update on that. But we are going to be bringing it to Chili Mania. And if you want to see what it's like on the inside of the blind and help us serve up some wine or Bloody Marys at Chili Mania, then shoot us a message, because we would love to have you there. All right. I talked a little bit. We had our first batch of grapes come in yesterday. I'm going to let Sherry talk a little bit more, because she's, got the real scoop on everything that is happening this week at the winery.
Hi there, I'm Sherry. I'm the new assistant winemaker here with updates from the tank room, or the weekly tank talk. This week we are bottling on Friday, so we have an opportunity for volunteering. Then we're going to be bottling our fall collection, which will be blood orange, caramel apple, pumpkin spice, and one more cherry pie. Right. And also a special new wine called Dragon's Breath for the special Dragon Boat event that's coming up in Janesville. And then on Saturday we have more volunteer opportunities, because we're also getting in some grapes from a special estate in central Wisconsin, and we'll be processing grapes and crushing them on Saturday afternoon. So lots of stuff going on this week. Hope to see you here. We're working hard to make new wines and have fun. Thank you.
So like she said, if you guys are available to help, we are going to be bottling wine on Friday morning. I think we're looking at like 10 a.m. for Friday, and we would love to have volunteers. There's going to be all those new wines that we're going to be looking to bottle. So there's going to be a lot to bottle, and you'll be one of the first ones to get to try one of those new wines. So added bonus. And our bottling crew typically gets paid in bottles of wine. So if you are looking to be one of the first to snag some of those new ones, this is your opportunity. Then on Saturday, we're going to be getting in Marquette Rosé, Marquette, that we will be turning into Marquette Rosé, and Civol Blanc. So I'm really excited. This vineyard that they are delivering the grapes on Saturday, they have such a beautiful vineyard. They're located in this really small town just north of Delafield. And they have their Sauvignon Blanc vines are definitely some of the oldest vines in the state. And the grapes that we got from them last year have made just this beautiful white blend. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Widow's Weekend. We put that into some of that one. And then, yeah, their grapes are awesome. And I know the vineyard owners are huge fans of Marquette Rosé. Imagine that. And so they are really hoping that they have enough Marquette this year that we can just use their Marquette to make Marquette Rosé. And I am 100% on board with that because their grapes were really good last year, but they didn't quite have enough Marquette. So fingers crossed they're going to have enough of it that we can press it and make one of my favorites, Marquette Rosé. Okay. This is going to be a long winery update, I guess, because I still have some grape to glass video footage from grape pressing yesterday. So let's check that quick. And then if you guys have more questions, leave them in the comments while you're watching our grape to glass here. All right, there's a sneak peek at our first harvest of the year. So those grapes came from our friend Mary, who you might all remember from our vineyard videos last year. And I know some of you have probably seen her before in some of our other stuff. So Mary is almost always our first one because they're not quite in Illinois, thankfully, but I'm teasing you guys down there. Mary is just like in Afton, which is like almost to Beloit. So they are the southern part of Wisconsin. And so they are really like our first kickoff to grape season every year. And it's hard to believe this is year 6 of harvesting grapes for the winery. We're going to be celebrating our 5-year anniversary in October here. And more to come for details on that, but we're going to be having a big party, rest assured. And we've also got another big party coming up that I want to talk about really quick. The Fall Fish Boil. That's going to be September 25th. Tickets are available. They came out in the newsletter today. So make sure to click on the newsletter link and get your Fish Boil tickets for September 25th. And then, like I said before, if you guys are interested in bottling or helping with grape harvest, shoot us a message. Even if you can't come this Friday or Saturday, we have like a lot. There's going to be like another like 5-6 days of grape harvest coming up here in the next month. So stay tuned. We'll make sure to post here on Facebook and everywhere, newsletter, etc., when we are going to be doing stuff. And if you're able to help, we would love to have you. Well, I think that's all I've got for tonight. Stay tuned too for those updates on the blind and everything. Next week, we'll check in on the vineyard and see how our vines are doing, and more to come. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me, and cheers to, it's going to be September already. So get ready for a fun month ahead here. Cheers, guys. Bye.